Never let anybody see you sweat.
So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener. I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw. Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Melinda Brett claims the stench and damage from the defendant's pets forced her to make costly repairs when he moved out. Jason Martinez says the carpet was soiled when he moved in, and he had to fix things that Miss Brett ignored.
Ms. Brett, you are suing Mr. Martinez for $4,782 in property damage that you say he caused to your property. Tell me what's going on.
That is correct. What happened was he signed a lease, and at the time he put down the security deposit and plus a pet deposit. The deposit for that was $250, and then the security deposit. And he signed a one-year lease. After a year lease, it became a month-to-month lease.
How long did he stay there totally?
Totally, he was there for 2.5 years.
Okay.
And I started getting complaints from the neighbors of a smell. And they were complaining that the yard was completely covered and not taken care of from these dogs.
Dog feces?
Feces, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Correct. And he was not to have dogs at all.
What pets were allowed in the lease?
3 cats, and I do have a copy of the lease here.
Yeah, let me see a copy of the lease.
Mm-hmm. So I received several complaints from neighbors of the smell, and I told him that he would need to pay a pet deposit if those dogs were going to be staying. So he did pay an additional $500.
So you were letting him have the dogs at that point?
Yes, at that time I was letting him have the dogs. That was correct.
Whose dogs were these?
They were my girlfriend's dogs, Your Honor.
Right, so then you say, man, hang out at your girlfriend's place because the dogs can't come over here. That would be the thing to say if you're getting all these complaints from all the neighbors, right?
Right,
so
right.
Instead of giving him permission and then the problem persists. There's a shocker, the neighbors kept calling. I don't understand why. I had my pet deposit, everything was fine. No, the problem is still gonna persist, right?
Right.
Okay, so go on.
Okay, so he gave me a 60-day notice.
Okay.
And which is the requirements.
Okay.
And he texted to me, and I do have a copy of that.
Okay.
And I notified him saying that we would need to do a walkthrough.
Okay.
Before he left.
Okay.
And he did not.
So based on the 60-day notice, his last day would be when?
It would have been June 30th. So I notified him about the walkthrough, and he kind of blew me off. Then I notified him again and find out that he moved out.
When was it that you found out he moved out?
He moved out on, I think it was like 2 weeks early.
Okay, in the middle of May?
2 weeks early, yes.
Okay.
And at that time, I did not know, and he said he left the key under the mat. So then I went through the house.
Do you have any pictures of that?
Yes, I do. I have pictures of the yard. That is the yard. And yeah, I have other pictures. The other pictures are pictures of the house, because when I opened the door, the smell was so strong of cats and dogs that it was totally destroyed.
I'm looking at the yard, and what are these brown clumps?
Those are dog feces.
No,
they were big dogs.
Well, yeah,
They were big dogs. I mean, they're not like little teeny dogs.
I'm looking at the evidence right here. What kind of dogs were these?
German Shepherd and a Husky.
Okay. You handed me some other pictures.
Okay, that's what it looked like when he moved in. That's what it was when we came in.
Are you serious?
Your Honor, when I moved in, the carpet was already 8 years old. She only had it shampooed and conditioned.
When you moved in, did it look like this?
Yes, because it was shampooed and conditioned. I work construction.
Okay, so did you shampoo and condition that so that it would look like this? Or did you walk out? You work construction, so it should be easy for you.
I left right after I moved out.
Right, and you left it looking like that.
Yeah, but that was already external damage from before. When I lived there.
What are you talking? Oh, you mean you had done that damage before you moved out?
No. So from when I lived there, I complained to her about like stain lifts already coming up from the old carpet because the carpet was already 8 years old when I moved in.
So you're saying that this was prior damage to you moving in that was hidden by the shampoo and that came back up. Oh,
And he pulled up the carpet in one of the rooms and left the padding, and the padding was so soiled. I don't even know why he pulled up the carpet. He pulled up the carpet.
Why did you pull up the carpet?
That's where the dogs were mainly at. It was my office rec room, so that's where the dogs were at nighttime. Because during the day they were in the yard, so I pulled it out because it was very severely from where they lay.
What did you do after you pulled it up?
I threw it in the trash.
And then what? You were having the dog.
No,
you mean this is what you did the day you left?
While I was moving, I had it pulled out.
Right, you had it pulled up because you knew it was going to have to be replaced.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that sounds culpable.
Coming up on Justice for the People.
What exactly did you tell him?
That the toilet is leaking and if they could send somebody out to fix it.
Did you get notice that the toilet was leaking?
We did, and I told him that we'd get to it as soon as
Well, that
possible.
could cause some damage.
Okay.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Melinda Brett, who blames Jason Martinez for property damage.
And we had to have the carpets and the padding and the subfloor replaced.
The subflooring was because of the leak, not because of my dogs. That was the leak. I complained to her about the bathroom leaking inside from the toilet. And I'm a construction worker. I waited 2 days for her to come. It continued to flood. So I fixed it myself. So that is extensive damage for
Yeah,
her.
but why didn't you just fix it yourself in the beginning and then tell her, hey, I fixed it. I'm going to take $50 off the rent or whatever, or nothing, just I fixed it.
I did let her know that I did fix it, and then they just never came by.
Okay, but the 2 days, hold on. What exactly did you tell her?
That the toilet is leaking and if they could send somebody out to fix it. Fortunately, nobody ever came out. And then.
Did you get notice that the toilet was leaking?
We did, and I told him that we'd get to it as soon as
well,
possible.
I mean, that could cause some damage.
Okay. Yeah, we told him, and it wasn't very long.
Is it a wood floor in the bathroom?
Yes.
Yes. And when I contacted him, he said he already fixed it. And
so within 48 hours, he had fixed it. And what's the damage to the wood floor?
The wood floor had to be replaced.
So you're telling me you watched this damage occur and didn't stop it from occurring because you notified her and she didn't come to stop it from occurring?
Well, Your Honor, I work. So with me being at work, I'm by myself. My girlfriend only comes on weekends. So when I noticed the leak, it was already severely damaged by the time I was actually able to change it out. So it has nothing to do with where I couldn't get it done or call her.
So let me ask you, did you take any pictures of it to tell her, listen, you need to repair the floors now because there's this, anything like that?
It was just phone calls, Your Honor.
Did you tell her, hey, the floor is damaged?
I did let her know that the floor is damaged and doing construction that she should have somebody come out.
You never told her.
Yes, I did. Don't try to lie now.
Okay, but hold on 1 second. But you did know it was leaking. What did you think was going to happen in 48 hours if there's a leak that you don't take? And we'll get to it when we get to it. Maybe like this is like a priority get to it. You know what I mean? So was the leak that the toilet was running or was the leak that the toilet was emanating water?
The leak was from the pipe in the back, so it was just continuing to drip out.
Do you put anything underneath it?
I put my towels, whatever I had, my sheets, blankets, like all that stuff to cover it up, and then I finally just turned off the water myself.
All right, let's put a pin in that one. Let me see the repair.
Okay, I did send him the receipts and the breakdown of the repairs.
How did you send that?
It was through
email.
Through email.
Yeah, that was the email.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
And those are the invoices from the companies that I had to have.
So when I see here that you spent $3,650 wood flooring replacement, is this wood flooring throughout the whole house?
For the damaging, yes, it had to be all replaced because it was all damaged.
According to you, you got an email from her?
Yeah, the email letting me know about the damages, and then the pictures that you see, she did show me.
How much was her security deposit?
My security deposit altogether with the cats, $3,100.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
And then an additional $500 for the dogs that would come visit on weekends, which was an additional $500.
Which wasn't on the lease.
All right. And did you ever ask for your security deposit to be returned to you?
No.
Because you knew darn well what you'd done, right? I mean, it was, that house was pristine when they gave it to you, and then all of a sudden it looks like this. I've got the issue with the rug and having to replace all that. I've got the issue with cleaning and floor sanitization and odor treatment. Tell me about the odor.
The odor was in the walls.
It did not smell that bad, Your Honor.
Well,
You
I don't
lived
know
in
that
it.
you're the hygiene expert that I need to defer to when they hand it to you like this and you return it to them like this.
It's just the carpet. The walls and everything were fine.
I don't know what this is, but this is pretty bad. Pretty bad. And the worst part is, that it exists. But, you being you say in the construction business, are you a handyman? Are you a licensed contractor? What is your business?
So I hang drywall and lighting. I don't do too much plumbing. I know how to do some, but not a lot.
The way to handle this is to meet with her beforehand and tell her, listen, there's some damages here. Let me see what I got. How do you want me to proceed? What is it? Can I do some of the work so that it's cheaper? You literally left the whole thing, her hanging, just handling the
you
whole thing.
did.
That's the reason why you didn't have a walkthrough, is because you didn't want to hear her. And that's all right. You don't have to have a walkthrough. That's not, you should. But I think it's a little confrontational. I don't like walkthroughs. I don't do them. I've been a landlord. I've been a tenant. If the place is immaculate, a tenant is really pushing for a walkthrough. If the place looks like this, the tenant is not pushing for a walkthrough. It's a lot what you ended up costing her because of all the menagerie you had going on there. Where did you think this was going to go?
I don't know. I'm just here because she told me that she's going to be suing me. I don't agree that I should be paying for it because I did give the deposit.
Let me tell you
and
something,
the
though,
other
by the way,
deposits.
because you're very... the law in your state is that you're supposed to hand them either hand them or send them through certified mail and be able to prove it, and email is not enough.
Viewers asked, and now Judge Milian has the answer.
If animals are considered personal property, then how is it that landlords can charge extra for like pet rent? I mean, you don't pay extra for having a couch in your house. Why is it different?
It's different because of the damage that a pet can do, but most importantly, it's their property.
I know sometimes they'll have like a pet deposit in a lease, right? Or you
Just because you're more likely to have damages if you have a pet.
And the truth is, I want the dog, I want the cat. Cats lower my blood pressure when they're around me, and dogs are better than people. Pay the extra for the dog rent.
And be happy you found a place that admits pets.
Exactly. At least you get to have them.
Coming up,
You return a place looking like that, it costs a lot of money. It's not like a little wear and tear. What is your defense?
There was days that I came home hot from work and I tell her, hey, I'm fat. I sweat manteca.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Melinda Brett, who blames Jason Martinez for property damage.
Now, you're not one of the states where it says, and therefore you can't sue. Some states say that. So, but you're, okay. So you are suing and you can sue, but just so you know, when you don't send that notice, you put yourself in the position where he can sue you for, if he can prove bad faith on your part, which I don't find, but if he could prove bad faith on your part, he could get double the security deposit back. So you don't want to risk that. You need to be very familiar with the landlord-tenant laws in your state of California, and you need to understand them and abide by them. It's in writing, and email and text doesn't qualify. So just so you know.
Thank you.
Anyway, you're the one coming in and suing. You're the one with all the evidence. You can still sue. And it's not one of the punitive states who say, but game over if you don't
I'm
do
glad
it.
you verified that for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dude, I'm like looking at this. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you return a place looking like that. It costs a lot of money. I know it cost her all this money. It's not like she's trying to make money on you. It's not like a little wear and tear. You know what I mean? What is your defense?
Your Honor, she wasn't the best landlord. Like I said, there was the incident with the toilet. That was a big thing. But also, too, when I would call her about anything, like she never came to fix the air conditioning. I'm not an air conditioning tech. I don't know how to fix it, so I never did. But there was days that I came home hot from work, and I would tell her, hey, this thing's still not working. I'm fat. I sweat manteca.
Okay, so you're not fat.
chubby.
Don't fat shame yourself.
Sorry, but it's just I sweat real easily being a heavy-set guy.
Right. So if there's remedies for that.
Coming up,
Tell me what you told her.
That the air conditioning's not working. After the third day, nobody came by. I told her that I was gonna have my friend come look at it. He did, and then it started working again.
Okay, did he charge you?
No, he did not.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Melinda Brett, who blames Jason Martinez for property damage.
For a tenant, for a landlord who's ignoring them, but you didn't avail yourself of any of them. And I don't know that we're going to talk about that now because you don't have a counterclaim against her for anything. So you just mean she was not a great landlord because she didn't she didn't get to it fast enough with the
No, she just
repairs.
never got to it. I ended up hiring a guy myself that I knew from construction, having him come check out the AC.
Wait. Did she know that?
No.
I told her in a conversation, not through text, but
No,
I
you
did tell her.
didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Wait, tell me what you told her.
That the air conditioning's not working. After the third day, nobody came by. I told her that I was gonna have my friend come look at it. He did, and then it started working again.
Okay, did he charge you?
No, he did not.
Okay, so you didn't charge her. You didn't say to her.
No. I mean, I paid my rent on time. I just lived my life by working and taking care of my
No,
animals.
I understand it, and you sound like a really good tenant, and you thought he was a great tenant until you peeked at the place and saw the damage. But I can't now hold against her that if you knew to call the AC guy, tell me why you didn't just turn off the water on a leaking toilet. That you see the water because you stuff it with towels, so you know it's not an interior leak, it's an exterior leak, and water is on wood. Why would you not just turn it off from the wall?
The first instinct was...
First instinct should be turn it off from the wall.
But
for anybody, but much more for somebody in the business. How do you not just turn it off from the wall?
It didn't come to my mind at that moment.
And she says you told her it's not a bad leak.
I did not say that. I told her that it was leaking, and then after a couple of days, when I told her that I fixed it, she just lives her life after that.
Judge Milian's verdict when Justice for the People returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
That's a very good way to put it. You got a guy who's handy, and then, you're not a problem. The squeaky wheel isn't getting greased, okay? She goes on with her life, you go on with yours. But you're the one person who was in a position to turn off the water from the wall and stop this incredible amount of damage from happening. And you know it. It's not like you're not a 18-year-old girl renting a place who, la-di-da. That's not you. You're somebody who actually knows that this will solve that. Yeah. I'm very sorry. I am ruling in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the full amount that she's suing for, because I know she expended it. She expended a lot more than this, but you already had $3,600. That didn't cover it. There's an additional $4,782 worth of damage, and I am ruling in favor of the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $4,782.
Any last remarks for each other?
I'll have your payment soon.
No.
Exit this way, please.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.